Alright, so fuck. Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give a praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ha-Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, which are us the truth and which rule well. But shalom to you, Akim, and push the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity. By Hashem, Ha-Rakah, HaKodash. Saying, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Saying prophecy is manifesting itself, man. In these last days, man. You know what I'm saying? Today's date is November 8th. I'm saying, and I'm saying the election took by, and you, I'm saying, and you, I'm saying you bitches, see, you dumbass niggas, man. I'm saying you got your emotions and your mindset all caught up with something that's already been established, man. Like this whole shit is all smoke and mirrors, man. It's all voting and shit. You're lining up, you're lining up, putting your votes in. You're lining up, putting your votes in, and all for the wrong cause, man. Like you shouldn't be voting, period, man. If you truly understood, who's really in power, who's truly in control of your very own country, your very own government, they ain't even in control of their own power, man. But it's that smoke and mirrors, man. That smoke and mirrors, to give you that false hope that you dumbass people actually have a say-so in your society. But no, man. This devil's lying to you, man. Of course Trump was gonna fucking get in office, man. It was all planned from the jump, man. You dumbass, you dumbass females. See, the Lord has deprived the woman of wisdom, man. You voting for Kamala Harris for the wrong reasons, man. You got pronouns in your names and shit. You're a weirdo. You're just an abominable being. All these bitches are mad for the wrong reasons, man. They're saying fuck, man, this and that. They hate, man. And that's the reason why they're voting for Kamala Harris, because they want to see, a female president in office. And for you black women, you really think that this bitch is, a Jake woman, a Judite woman, when it's proven that she's not even black, man. But that's that, that bullshit. He got you believing, his falseness, man. He got you believing his dumb shit, man. Got you believing all types of nonsense, man. You're seeing videos all online on the internet, people giving their 2 cents, crying because DJ Trump, has been, elected once again as the president of the United States, man. Like it's crazy. You see dumbass people crying, man. They crying, man. The females with the fucking bull ring noses. With the bull ring noses and shit. You vain ass liberals, man. You're so well bent upon abortions and shit. when there's greater things to be worrying about. You know, like it's like, bro, what the fuck? There's bigger and greater things to be worrying about than just some fucking abortions. You know, and you want to always, fucking use the scenario of when, a female gets raped, this and that. Look, man, it's never okay. I'm saying to destroy your own seed, man. I'm saying, hey, shit like that happens, man. That goes on in life to this very fucking day. That goes on in life in the ancient world. You know, it is what it is, man. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you females just never had to say so, man. You know, hey, shit still happens like that, but the main reason is because you bitches want to continue doing what you want to fucking do, because the actual facts of statistics is, what females are actually doing, or what's going on, statistically, actually, in these Planned Parenthoods, is Jake is just, killing their own seeds. I'm saying, because they just don't want to deal with the baby. Not due to the fact on what people are saying. I'm saying, a female gets raped, this and that. So she has to, she don't want to, deal with the kid, this and that. So she got to, like, no, man. It's never justifiable to murder a living seed, man. It's never justifiable, man. And if people want to say, oh, why does it matter to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it matter to you? Like, why should your opinion matter than someone else down the block who just wants to do that? At the end of the day, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, his laws, statutes, and commandments matter, man. Like, we can't force you to do what you want to do in your own lifetime. All we can do is warn you, man. It's the prophets are here to send, to send down for, man, to warn you. To fear the Lord, man. Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Had you been fearing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you would not be caught up in these vain, predicaments that you make up in your mind to justify your evil, man. Bro, why you want to be making up these crazy ass scenarios? Like, oh, a woman gets raped, this and that. Nah, man. Had you been walking in the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that I'm saying, like, that wouldn't have happened. And say if it did happen, I'm saying the spirit will somehow allow you to just, be cool with the man that did that to you, man. Like, that goes on in the ancient world, man. Man was just taking women in the ancient world. Like you gotta, I'm saying, like, not be emotional. It's fact. It goes on to this day. It goes on in real life, man. I'm not saying that, we're not condoning it. But we're bringing out reality right now, man. We're bringing out the facts. That's what goes on in real life, man. It is what it is. Like, it shouldn't, be justified to just, murder a living, a thing, man. But Jake don't care, man. People of the West do not care. You niggas don't give a fuck about what's right or what's wrong, man. As long as you can still continue partying and bullshitting, committing, lasciviousness without care. I'm saying, without care and shit. Like, it's crazy because like they're actually crying, they're devastated, man, because they can't do what the fuck they want to do. I'm saying, they no more, just hopping on, on every Tom, Dick, and Harry without consequences. Carelessly, man. It's trying to actually fucking be responsible, man. Fuck trying to have a, Hey, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hey, you know, if the spirit allows it, you know what I'm saying, to where you have a seed, then that's a spirit, man. You gotta pray, man, before everything you do, man. You know, pray, acknowledge your. Matter of fact, I get the scriptures, man, because it's facts. I'm saying you gotta pray before everything you do, man. So, these Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6. So it's like this Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man. Trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, man. You know, Jake, Jake find out they, you know what I'm saying, they pregnant. They lean to their own understanding and go straight down to fucking Planned Parenthood. Which Jake ignorantly knowing that those are altars, sacrificing to Molech, man. You sacrificing your seeds unto these idols, man. It's spiritual, man. It's just spiritual, man. You know what I'm saying? You're sacrificing your children unto these things, man. It's Babylon the Great, man. It's ancient Egypt, man. By terminating the you know what I'm saying, the fetus and whatnot. They gotta chop it up in pieces and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're butchering your own seed, man. And you bitches can't fucking live, correctly, man. You know what I'm saying? You battling internal demons in the mind and shit. You gotta pray, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, every Israelite, man, that fears Yahweh by Shem outside, truthfully and faithfully, you know what I'm saying, in spirit and truth, you gotta acknowledge the Lord, man, and the Lord will direct your paths, man. You know what I'm saying, to keep you from, temptation, to guide you, deliver you from evil. Because we in this flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Box is the greatest pleasure, you know, in the flesh a man could ever experience, man. It's called, I believe King Solomon said that, where he experienced the pleasure of sleep, and something to that. It's like, but it's one of the greatest pleasures in life, man. You know what I'm saying, hey, that was all what Jacob was doing in ancient Egypt, man. You battling oppression every single day. You know what I'm saying? You a slave, you know what I'm saying? You fucking battling oppression, man. And Jake just kept on increasing. Because hey, man, you come home tired of shit, slave on your feet. What you wanna do, man? You know what I'm saying? You wanna do the little thing of life that's pleasurable. You know what I'm saying? Besides facing all this fucking hell that you gotta go through, you're gonna face a little piece of, this little piece of mind that you got, and just, I'm saying? Just pop your woman, man. You know, eat some food, some good food, and pop your woman. You know? Or drink some wine. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying, battle the fucking battles and the elements the next day. Early in the morning, man. All day and shit. You know? That's why Jake was increasing, man. You know what I'm saying? To escape. That was a way of escaping, man. You know? Popping on women. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, we was in hell, man. Slavery, man. Shit. What the fuck else we gonna do, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's you know what I'm saying? That's what goes on, man. You know? But in these last days, man, you know, now it's accessible for these hoes, you know, to have freedom to destroy their own seed, man. You gotta pray to the, look, you gotta pray to Yahweh Shemi outside to guide you, have mercy upon you, like we just read in Proverbs chapter 3, man. You know, verse 5: Trust in the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside with all thine heart, and lead not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Shemi outside, and depart from evil, man. Fear the Lord, man, and depart from evil, man. Trust in the Lord, man, and lean not to your own understanding. You bitches going down to Planned Parenthood because you panicking that you pregnant, you know, because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, you know, fucking deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just, you know what I'm saying, you just fucking, hey, it is what it is. You know, you just kill it. You know what I'm saying? That's your judgment numbered upon you, man. You don't know, but the Lord is going to mark that against you, man. You slaughtered your own seeds, man. Murdered, man. You know what I'm saying? You murdered against your, you know, your own, man. But these bitches don't see it that way, you know? It's not, oh, it's not living, you know? It doesn't have full conscious shit. It's just a cell. Like, that's her mindset, man. The Lord gonna destroy you, man. This is why the Lord gonna destroy a lot of niggas, man. You know? They say that the, you know what I'm saying, that the moment the cell, you know what I'm saying, the sperm cell touches the egg, it creates a spark, man. You know? The spirit is fire in itself, man. You know, so yes, man, it's a living spirit in that, man. Anything that moves, man, has a spirit behind it, man. There's a spirit, a living spirit behind it. You know, or else it wouldn't fucking move. Even artificial intelligence, man. Don't you know? Those are spirits, man. I'm saying, you talking back and forth with, you know what I'm saying, with you know, the robot talking back to you and shit, and the whole sentences that you understand, and very like articulate. You know, writing paragraphs for you for your work, for your homework, whatever. I'm saying, bro, those are demons, man. You know, those are spirits, man. You know what I'm saying? But these robots, it's a different spirit behind these things, man. You know? But hey, man. Going back to the point, lean not to your own understanding, man. Trust not in your own ways. You know? Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside, and depart from evil, man. You know? Fear the Lord, man, and